I have a lot of things I want to get done today, but the first thing I'm going to do is give this gun a really good scrubbing. I'm going to take it apart, the bolt, everything, trigger group, everything's coming apart. And I got all my gun cleaning accoutrement, and I'm going to clean it up here. And then I'm going to take the stock down to the shop, and I'm going to sand the stock completely down. And I have decided that I'm not going to alter the end of this. I'm going to clean it up, and somehow, somewhere, I will find the barrel band. And I'm going to take the scope off. I've shot this without a scope on it years ago, and it's accurate enough at 50 yards or less that you don't really need a scope on it. So that's coming off, and it'll make it a little easier to clean this up. So drink one more cup of coffee and get started on this, and then go to my shop, start on the stock. I've got some wood I'm going to put away. I've got this handle that I'm going to put on the boy, that handle's going to look nice on the Swamp Rat, and I hope to do all that today, so we'll see. Well, I've got this apart. Yes, hon? Okay. I got it apart roughly. I still got to take the trigger group out and the bolt, but it's not in as bad a shape as I thought. I'm just dirty, not rusty. There's a little bit of rust there, but I can clean this up. So I think I'm going to do some cleaning on it up here and take it apart up here. And the rest, I'm going to do the stock down in my shop. And I'm not going to sand a whole lot. I have made the mistake of sanding too much on a stock before. And I'm not going to take the butt plate off because I want to be able to sand, and I want the butt plate to be flush. So as I sand, the butt plate will, sand away a little bit. But I got to sand below this. This is like a sprayed on finish. They did not go, on the lower end guns, they did not go heavy on the pretty finish. And I don't know what happened here. Maybe he tried sanding it to see what was underneath it. These are beech. The wood is beech. So I will sand it all down, and it'll be that color. And then I'll take some like dark walnut stain and stain it. And then I don't know whether I'm going to true oil it yet. That's just a lot of true oil. I may put some poly on it. It's kind of, cheap, but I just want to make it pretty. And I may put some true oil. Hell, I got plenty. I got a brand new bottle there and half a bottle here. So I may. Anyway, let me get to cleaning. I got a lot to do, but I've just decided that I'm just going to do whatever I feel like doing today. And tomorrow I'll go down there and put all the wood away. And if I don't get to putting these handles on that knife today, so be it. I'm just not going to, I'm going to have kind of a inside messing around day. Okay, I'm going to have to take this to my shop. This is just way more gunked up than I can clean in my house. I'm going to have to use some heavier solvent than that right there. So the barrel does have some rust in it, but I can get that cleaned out. Here's the trigger hammer assembly. All that is pretty gunked up. And there's the bolt. So I can get this immaculate. It's just going to take a little more chemicals. So I got a friend coming over, and when he leaves, I'm going to gather up all these parts and go to my other shop, my knife shop. Well, all I succeeded in doing is getting my Freedom Seed launcher down there to the shop. It's been a hectic kind of week. We've had a lot going on all over the place, and I just can't get myself motivated today. But Pro Freedom 56 did tell me about the part that I needed, and sure enough, I went back to that website. I'd already been to that website, but I was looking in the wrong area. Anyway, I found the barrel band and I ordered it. So I will be refinishing that stock to original. Sand it all down. It's got dents in it. I'm going to steam the dents out, and then I'll stain it like a walnut, maybe a dark walnut. And I'll put some True Oil on it. So anyway, there's always tomorrow. So you'll see this Sunday morning, and just know that I will be out there in the shop taking care of some things. I did get some wood put away in the drawers. So there's that. All right. Have a good Sunday, y'all. Okay, this is my final review of this square skillet that I bought. I'm throwing it away. The handles, and I've tightened it up numerous times. The handle is fixing to come off. And it is so thin gauge. And you combine that with this. Let me see if I can show that. Yeah, you can see it. It's got this pronounced hump in the middle of the pan. And as the pan heats up, the hump gets higher and higher, and everything cooking in it goes to the sides. This was a real ripoff. And the fact that they turned, I reviewed this twice, and you know, the first one they turned down, they didn't tell me why. And so I changed my wording a little bit. Instead of using the word hump, I used the word dome. And they turned that down. I mean, it was a 1-star bad review, but it was the truth. It's absolute junk. It's terribly thin gauge.
Well, it goes from low, not cooking, to burn. And
Yeah.
the last thing that was cooked in it was pancakes, and they burned.
Yeah, that's because when you cook pancakes, you put oil or whatever butter in here.
I used butter, and that was a mistake.
And it all goes to the side. It doesn't stay where you're... So anyway, we're throwing it away. There is another. It's a Tramontina, I think, square pan. And it's got some taller edges. See, I didn't know this was a very low pan, too. And it's really hard not to make a mess with this pan. So, down the road, I'll find me another square pan. I'm going to have to go back to using my old faithful round Tramontinas. I am almost ashamed of all that I'm going to put in this omelet. Almost.